Yeah, good afternoon and happy Sunday to every one of us at Princess's channel. We thank the Lord for bringing us into November, and this is the beginning of a new week, and it's a good news that we know someone standing also to call out the country director and the government to do the needful, knowing that expectations have been in high demand and the year is rolling to an end. This is the time to get up and speak up concerning the delay that is noticeable, that errant delay that is quite noticeable within the grant ecosystem. Apostle Dr. Ken Wakama has been called upon to finally come and disburse the long-awaited grant. You need to pay attention to the comrade as he opens up on this wise. This actually is the season and it's the time so that we can pull it up, whatever thing is the delay within this system. We want to hear the voice of the country director. It's high time, and enough of these delay mechanisms, delay strategies, and tactics and all that. We are tired of all of this. If you gave us a promise, time to deliver on your promise. Apostle Ken, you need to start talking, and the time is right about now. Pay attention to this voice note. Thank you. If you are new to our channel, kindly subscribe and hit the bell so that you don't miss out on any of our updates in time. Thank you. I wish you a very lovely Sunday. Comrade, it is your time now.
365 days after my verification, the grant promised us have not landed in my hand. I'm not blaming it at anybody or institution, but it seems there is something uniquely wrong with grants in Nigeria that only God will have to intervene. My brothers and sisters, fellow Nigerians and compatriots, it will be very good for us to have another grant, but grant handlers, I will advise that they should change the mode of doing it. They should change a mode of doing it. Grant handlers should begin to disburse to their families. Grant handlers should begin to disburse to their cousins, from their nuclear families to their extended families, to their environment, to their communities, to their local governments, to their states and to their regions, to prove that they have the grant. Papers, tailor's copies, grant documents, grant verifications, all the vocabularies used in grant community. Today there will be disbursement, today there will be verification, tomorrow the government will sign, tomorrow the government want to screen. All those good languages and those who hype them. It is time for Nigerians to stand up and demand for their rights in grant community. 365 days after my verification, grant is still looking a mirage. Whosoever is responsible to this ugly trend should have a rethink on how Nigerians will be satisfied with the release of grants in Nigeria. If it is unlawful for Nigerians to have grants in Nigeria, then there should be a federal legislation concerning grants in Nigeria. If not, I feel and humbly submit that it should be a felony, a treasonable offense that somebody comes out to say, I have a grant. Because of our experiences, one experience, second experience, third experience, and the fourth, even fifth experiences in Nigeria, it has proved to be that grants in Nigeria are like a camel going through the mouth of a needle. Fellow brothers, sisters, uncles, and colleagues in grant ecosystem, the day we decide that we bring grant handlers to book, that is the day the business of grants in Nigeria will end. But in as much as we keep subscribing and changing methods and name, grants get baptized into another form and take another shape, we will remain where we are and our monies will be milked all over. I want to call on the federal government and the federal legislators, those who are concerned about security in Nigeria. Fraud criminalities should beam their eyes on grant ecosystem. The reason why no grant has been disbursed should be unveiled and Nigerians should come to be abreast with it. If this is done, there will be sanity in the system, and one day a grant must be disbursed. Grant ecosystem have made everybody a liar. Today they have a new system. In fact, they have studied the grant ecosystem. At the ending of the month, they will say, oh, banks do not transfer heavy money by the end of the month. Let it be the beginning of the month. The beginning of the month, they will make sure that the second week. The second week, they will go by Tuesday, Wednesday. The third week, they will go Thursday, Friday. And then when it is towards the end of the month, all supporters, all hypers associations, all affirmative and infirmative and all manner of machineries will come out to give hopes. We are getting to September to remember. Then we went to October, I don't know what to remember. Now tomorrow we are getting to November, I don't know what name they will give to it. And they keep moving us. I've never seen an environment where human psychology is used to carry people in the name of encouragement and support. When you want to talk, they say, no, don't talk. Let the grant handler have a concentration to deliver. I don't know whether grant handlers have become pilots and piloting aircraft. Even engineers and captains that pilot aircraft can be distracted and they can still fly the aircraft to the airport. But in Nigeria, grant ecosystem and grant handlers are giving keen attention and are supported to concentrate as if they are piloting an aircraft. And 365 days after the renowned verification that had good attendance of security apparatus in Nigeria, Nigerians have not received a dime from grant handlers. Therefore, grant in Nigeria is becoming a death trap to all of us. Fellow Nigerians, it will be good for us to wise up. No matter the name they give to the grant, no matter the mode, it is completely free. Most of them come in the name is completely free. It is 100% free. But before you know it, they are calling for support. Before you know it, they are calling for encouragement. Before you know it, they will say there is something that is needed to be done. In fact, they could graduate to the point of, can you give us loans? And then when you give the loan, the demand for loan with interest, the interest is not disclosed. When to return the money is not given, and the money is not paid, and the grant is not paid. Fellow Nigerians, for how long do we continue in this cycle of every week, every month, and we are dying and going one after the other? I will call on grant community to wise up. Giving your money to any grant for registration or subscription is as good as throwing it into the river. I wish God will answer us and allow at least one grant to come on board. I feel that any grant coming out now to advertise itself is a high level of imperialism, is a high level of unconsciousness, is a high level of I don't know what name to give it. But Nigerians, come up. let's continue to pray that the one we've done and subscribed and did verification, led by Ambassador Professor Ken Wakama, should deliver. Ken Wakama, it is time for you to deliver. We cannot continue to wait and wait without definite dates for disbursement. If we do, there will be no checkmating. I am advising you, sir, come up and address Nigerians and tell us when we should get our money. The silence is no longer golden. The silence is destructive. The silence is giving room for other grant handlers to come on board and advertise grants. Before you know it now, promoters who like promoting grants, who have taken promotion of grant as a ministry, as a call, will begin to promote. They will get their fair share of the money and sit down to write all manners of things. Some of them will even close their own platforms and use other platforms to post all manners of support programs for those grant handlers, which we know, I and you know very well, that have duped Nigerians, have flagged off grants in Nigeria, and have not delivered a dime. Nigerians, it is high time for us to wise up and let grant handlers disburse to their families. Let grant handlers disburse to their friends. Let grant handlers disburse to their communities. And at that, we can queue in. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, and God bless you. I remain your brother, Reverend Moses from Abuja. Good afternoon.